A link from one web page to another web page or to any other type of file is a hyperlink. Here, I have some files for a website all saved in the same location on my computer. If you would like to work along, download the zip file under the video. The images for the site are all saved inside the Images folder. Index.html is my homepage. Wedding.html is a gallery of photos from my wedding. India.html is a gallery of photos from a trip I took to India. Looking at the India.html code, you see I have an H1 element. That is a level 1 heading, followed by a few IMG elements. The code for Wedding.html is very similar. The index page has only the level 1 heading. Let's add some hyperlinks that will allow users to move from page to page. On the index page, add an anchor element underneath the heading. Type in India between the A and close A tags. This will be the text that appears on the page as a hyperlink. When using the A tag, you will almost always want to include the href attribute. This hypertext reference specifies what file the hyperlink will link to. In this case, the value of the href should be india.html. Refresh the index page to see the India hyperlink. Clicking on the link causes the browser to load the india.html page. Click the back button to return to the home page. Add a hyperlink to the wedding page. Let's also add a hyperlink to the home page. We will also add a couple of line breaks under the hyperlinks to create space between the links and any content that is added after the links. Now that all three hyperlinks are working, copy and paste these to the other pages. Let's add just a bit of CSS to make these links look good. To add CSS to multiple pages, create an external style sheet. File, New File, File, Save As. Save this to the same location as the HTML files. For me, this is on my desktop. I'm going to save it as style.css. Let's start with a style from the H1 elements. Change the color to navy and the font size to 22 point. To apply the styles to the HTML pages, you must link each page to the CSS file. In the head section of index.html, add the HTML code to link to the style.css page. Once you have the style working for the index.html page, copy and paste the code to the other pages. Now we can use the CSS file to make further changes to all pages of the site at once. Let's change the style for all A elements. To get rid of the default underline, set the text decoration property to none. Set the color to maroon. Lastly, to add space between the links, set the padding to 20 pixels. Notice when you move your mouse over a hyperlink, the cursor changes to a hand. This indicates to the user that the text is clickable. However, you can make this more apparent to the user through CSS. Add a new style for the A tag when it is in the hover state, using a colon to separate the element and the state it is in. You could change any property of the A element here, but for now, just change the color to red. Now, the ability to click is more obvious when hovering over links. Of course, it is important to be able to link pages you created to each other. However, the true power of the World Wide Web comes from the ability to link to external websites on web servers around the world. Let's add one more hyperlink to the homepage. For a good time, visit jakeweb.net. To make the jakeweb.net a hyperlink, add the A tag before it with the href attribute. Be sure to add the close A tag as well. To be sure I get the correct URL, I like to open the site I am linking to first. Then I just copy the URL and go back to my code and paste it in. When I refresh the home page, I see the new hyperlink, and when I click on it, I am brought to the JakeWeb website. It is good to have links to external sites open in a new window so that users do not unintentionally wander away from your site. To do this, add the target attribute to the A tag and give it a value of top. Now, when you click on the hyperlink, the JakeWeb site is opened in a new window. For now, friends, this is all I have to say about hyperlinks.